Even all remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Quest video. And this video I'm going to show you how to play Minecraft, the Gear VR version, in your Oculus Quest. The great thing about sideloading the Gear VR version is that you get kind of this full 3D version that you can take anywhere with you. Like you can, if you wanted to, play the Minecraft Vive version on your PC with AR/VR. But you can't take that version around with you. Well, I guess you could if you use virtual desktop, but that means your PC's on all the time. But with this, you can play Minecraft with anybody, anywhere, on all the different platforms anyway. It's up to date. As far as I'm aware, it's got pretty much all the updates, if not every one. And it plays and it looks pretty cool. So it's 3D. So what I'm playing at the moment, I can see it is totally 3D. There is an option in the menu to make it 3D. I think to start with, it's just 2D. You can change the control settings a little bit, so you turn in sort of increments if you kind of prefer. I like to just kind of run around all over the place, do whatever I want to do, but you can do all the normal stuff like building and stuff like that. And I'm not very good at building. That's a sheep. Let's go punch a sheep, shall we? You can do all the running and the shearing and all the stuff. You have to use a control pad. So I've got the Xbox One X controller, or the One S controller, sorry. So it's the Bluetooth version. So you know it's Bluetooth because this little panel here around the sort of Xbox logo is part of the actual sort of controller. If it's not, if it's like a separate piece around the sort of Xbox logo, you know you've got one of the older versions. But you pair that directly to your Oculus Quest. This does also work in the Oculus Go as well. The great thing with the Quest is you do get to turn all the settings up to fancy and there are no issues. It is really cool to play, and I'm going to show you how to kind of set this all up. It's not as hard as it probably seems. You do need SideQuest, you do need to install a couple of APKs to your headset, but it works really, really well. And you can play multiplayer, you can play rounds, you can set up your own realm and invite friends to play with you. They can play on mobile phone or Xbox or whatever at the same time. The draw distance isn't amazing on the VR Gear VR version, but you know it's good enough for now until we get a better version. Oh look, a pink sheep. Punch pink sheep. But let's show you how to set this all up, shall we? The first thing we need to do is install the Gear VR version of Minecraft on our phone so we can then get the APK from it to be able to install it on our headset. So to do that, the easiest way of doing it is to get the Gear VR app. So you do need a Samsung phone. So I've got the Note 9. You need something that's S6 or above. If you've got one of those, all you need to do is go into your normal Oculus app, so the one that you use for your Oculus Go or your Oculus Quest. Go into settings here and click on pair new headset, and then down at the very bottom it has Samsung Gear VR. If you click on that, it'll then prompt you to download and install the Gear VR store app, which is where we want it to go. And then once we're in the store, so I've got it already installed here, so it's brought it straight up. It just go into search, look for Minecraft, purchase it, buy it, install it on your phone. Then we need to go to the Google Play Store and get two apps. We need to get the APK Extractor, so this is this one here. I'll leave links to this down below. Install that one, get yourself sorted, and then also search for the Xbox app. So that's this one here. Install both of them on your phone, and then once they're installed, open up the APK Extractor. Once you click on the APK Extractor, we want to search for two things. We want to search for Minecraft, and you just click on it, and it extracts, it saves it to your phone. And then we also need to search for Xbox, click on that, and that extracts that to the phone as well. So that's saved on the phone memory. Next, you're just going to need to connect your phone to your PC so you can get those APKs off. If you want, you can maybe upload into Dropbox or any sort of other file sharing system if you don't want to kind of connect your phone to your PC. But I find it easy enough just to connect a USB-C cable to my phone to get that to work. I've connected my phone to my PC. All I need to do is go into my phone folder, scroll down until I find extracted APKs, just like down the bottom here. And we want to find the Xbox app, which is down the bottom here, and also the Minecraft app, which is right here in front of me here. So Click on both of those, copy those to your desktop. Now once we're on our desktop, just open up SideQuest. If you haven't set up SideQuest before, it's a program that allows you to add new programs, games and apps to your headsets that are not officially available, and lots of other good stuff like adding custom songs to Beat Saber and all that good stuff. I'll leave a link down below to my video on how to set that all up. It's dead sort of simple, but follow that video and then come back to here. All you need to do now is connect your headset via USB. So I've got a magnetic cable here. I'll just attach that on there. Perfect. Give it a second. We'll close that window there. Up at the top here, it should go green. Yep, means we're nicely connected. And all we need to do is grab our two APKs. So we've got our Xbox app here and Minecraft app here. All we do is drag and drop those over into this window here, and it'll install them onto our headset. It'll take just a couple of seconds each. And then Minecraft. And once they're installed, there you go, they're on your headsets. Let's jump back in the headset and I'll show you how to set this up. Now we're back in our headset. There's two things we need to do. We go down to library at the bottom here. We go over to unknown sources and we scroll down until we find SideQuest TV. If you've set up SideQuest, that's an app that you should already have on your headset. If you haven't, go back, check out SideQuest, make sure you do the follow-up sort of steps, and there's an option to install this. And it's basically kind of like a file browser. So we just click on apps. We then just scroll down until we see Xbox. Click on this app. It'll then ask you to log into your Xbox profile, so you do need a game tag, you do need to set that all up. So I've already logged into mine here, it's already set up, so I've got access to the actual sort of Xbox app on Oculus TV, which is handy. But once you've done that, you're all logged in, ready for multiplayer. So you don't necessarily need this step if you just want to play single player, but if you want to play with other people, you do need to do this. So this is the Xbox app, all set up, all logged in. And now we can switch over to Minecraft. So once again, if we click back onto library, once this comes up, we go to unknown sources, scroll down a little bit, and there's Minecraft. So if for whatever reason Minecraft doesn't appear in unknown sources, you should be able to find it within SideQuest on your Oculus Quest or your Go, and find it that way, just the same way as we found the Xbox app. But you do need your controller, so once your controller's connected, press the X button, and then you are kind of gaze control cursoring to play, but you can click play, we can click on our different worlds, and we can join straight in. So as I say, we can play multiplayer, we can play a lot of other stuff. Different realms, you can set them up, you can play against cross-platform with other people, and it looks really, really good. So when you start off, you do kind of have this kind of view here. So if, for example, if you were suffering VR legs and you couldn't play properly because it just made you feel ill, oh no, I've spawned in night times, I'm going to be chased by all sorts here, you can play in this kind of almost Minecraft living room, which is quite cute. But if you want to kind of play in full VR, pick up your right controller, pull in your trigger, and then you zoom in to a VR mode. So as I say, there are some options in the sort of settings to make this 3D. By default, it's not 3D. And by default, you've got like turning by increments like I'm doing at the moment, where you just kind of turn left to right. That can help a lot when you're not feeling well, or you're not used to sort of VR, especially 3D. This is a little bit trippy, I think, at times, but it plays really well. It's actually quite fun to play with other people, and as I say, you can play with other consoles and sort of setups and all sorts. So there's a lot of gameplay in here to play. So you kind of look where you want to sort of mine. So you are kind of gaze controlling at the same time as playing. I know when I did the Oculus Go video, a lot of people were like, oh, I want to sort of swing my controller to hit the blocks. Well, yeah, you could, I guess, in sort of the PC version of Minecraft, but that's just a ball ache. You start mining billions of blocks that way, you soon get bored of that, I imagine. You will soon get bored of that. But this works really well. What we got down there, a golden armor zombie. Let's not go near him. But you can turn sort of smooth turning on if you want to. Let's quickly check some of the settings. So you can sort of see, you go into settings here, you can go down to video. There's a few things here which are quite fancy, like the fancy graphics and stuff like that, so you can make it all look as good as you possibly want it to do. As I say, the render distance is not that great, but that is unfortunately what it's like. There is this 3D rendering option here, so you want to kind of select that if you kind of want 3D gameplay. And then there's a dedicated VR menu, so there's lots of things in here you can change to make it work just best for you and how you feel comfortable sort of play and sort of thing. So there's worth kind of checking them all out. And it, as I say, it works really well. So let me know in the comments down below if you'll be playing Minecraft, and maybe we'll do some Minecraft live streams. And maybe, I don't know if you guys are interested, maybe I'll set up a realm for a Remarcus realm, and maybe we can play some weekends for a month or something and see how it goes. Oh, there's a spider. Get him. Let's kill him with a sand block. Get him. Get him. Die. There we go. Got some eyeballs. Oh, I can see more eyeballs. Oh, I don't want to mess up. I've made lots of other spiders angry. Let's run over here. But let me know what you think. So there we go, there's Minecraft on your Oculus Quest. The same process does work on Oculus Go as well. I would say it probably plays about the same, maybe does look a little bit nicer on the Quest. So yeah, do check it out and let me know what you think about it. But it plays really well as far as I'm concerned, and it can't get much better. So hopefully one day we'll get it officially. It'll just be on the store, we'll just be able to install it and just play. I don't know why we've never got the Oculus Go version. There was a big sort of push to try and get it on the Oculus Go, and we kind of did lots of voting on the sort of the feedback forum for Minecraft, but it never came about. Nothing ever got added. Maybe it's still in the works, I don't know. We've not had any word on it, but fingers crossed one day we'll get it officially. As I say, you do need an Xbox controller to play it. It does need to be one of the Bluetooth ones, so as I say, if the sort of main sort of controller is all one piece, that main sort of faceplate all around the Xbox logo, that's a Bluetooth one. If it's two separate pieces, it means it's an older one. And all you do to pair that is in your Oculus app for your Oculus Quest, go into settings, click on your headset, go to controller, stick the controller into pairing mode as well, and then on your app on your phone you should be able to pair the controller. I do find sometimes you need to kind of come out back in again a few times to make it work, but eventually it does stick and you can pair your controller, and I do find it works really well with the controller. I think, as I say, it would be nice maybe to have a little bit of sort of chopping away at some blocks, but I think that would get a bit tiring after a while, and I'd probably prefer to just click on things anyway, and at that point you might as well use a controller. But let me know in the comments down below if you've got any questions on this process. Have you managed to do it? Have you had any issues? Let me know. I'll be really keen to help you guys in the comments down below if you need it. But if you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better next time. Become one of the Remarkables. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.